So basically we were asked to write a program that will get as an input from the user two variables, current year and user's age, and then make some calculations on these two variables. But let's leave that aside for now and just focus on the first part. We need to get as an input two values for our two variables. And in the previous videos, we've said that if we wanted to use variables in our program, then the first step to do is to create them, to declare them. So that's exactly what we are going to do right now. So let's first of all declare these two variables, int current year, right? It's the first variable. And let's declare also the age variable, int age. Both of them are of type integer. The first name is current year and the second name is age. So at this point, these two variables are kinda empty. They contain no real value at this point. And one of the options to set their values is to use assignment and to give these values, I don't know, something manually. For example, we can use current year equals to 2020 and age equals to 30 as we used in our example. And that's exactly what we don't want to do. We should read these values from the user and not assign them manually as we're doing here. So the first thing that we do is scanf, alright, %d. Why? Because we use two variables of type int, and then we use a comma, ampersand, and current year, alright? That's how we scanf as an input from the user the current year. And also let's do the same for the age, scanf %d ampersand age. This once again means the address where the variable age resides, all right? So take the value from the prompt from the console application, read it, and put it inside of this variable. All right. So in this way, we'll be able to read these values from the user so that different users will be able to insert different values in a more generic way. So now at this point, at this line, for example, line 12, after the two scanf lines, and all that remains now is to calculate and print the results, to print the year you were born to the screen. So to print something to the screen, we should use the printf function, right? Printf. All right, so what should we be printing to the screen? So we should be printing something like that. You were born in %d \n, right, to get one line down. And here we should use our expression to find out the exact year that you were born. And that could be done just by subtracting the age of the current year. Current year minus age will give us the exact year that the user was born. And there you go. Now we can build and run this program and to see the results on the screen for ourselves. So let's build it and run it, right? So now let's place, first of all, we need to enter the current year, for example, 2020. All right. And now the prompt waits for the age. We should also put here the age. Let's say, as we've done in our example, 30. Let's press enter. And now you were born in 1990. Oh, so that's cool. You can actually find the year that you were born. Let's try another example. Let's say, all right, let's say, so the year right now is 2020. And for example, you are 57 years old. Let's say 57, press enter. And we can actually find out the year that, for example, your father or grandfather was born. You were born in 1963. Great. All right, so we've successfully completed our challenge. And by the way, some of you may have also tried some other way, some other solution by using an additional variable to hold the calculated value of the birth year. So you probably used something like that. You declared another variable called birth year. All right. And then before you printed out something on your screen, you just use something like that, birth year equals to this guy. All right, equals to this guy. And then instead of writing any mathematical expression here, you just use the birth year, right? Something like that. And that's totally okay. It should work the same way. We simply previously didn't use any additional variable as opposed to this example where we created another temporary variable that helped us with this calculation. But if any of you solved this exercise with additional variable like we've seen here, there is nothing wrong with it. It will simply work the same way. So this is it, guys, for this video. I hope that everything runs on your side as well. Write relevant notes for you from this challenge, different examples, different ways we solved this exercise, and prepare yourself for the next challenge. I'll see you there.